Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, guys. Wake up. How's everybody doing today on this Sunday as we sit 63 days, 9 hours, 6 minutes, and 35 seconds away from hopefully kickoff of the Dallas Cowboys 2020 season in Los Angeles against the Rams? And here we are, another Sunday without football. But each Sunday that passes gets us one Sunday closer. Time is flying by. In fact, I can't believe that the 15th of July is almost here. And it may be time to start coming to the realization that Dak Prescott may not get that long-term deal right now. It seems like the Dallas Cowboys are asleep at the wheel right now. I know we've got the coronavirus and we haven't had the OTAs and everything else, but we are not used to the Dallas Cowboys being so silent for so long. We haven't even heard Stephen Jones saying that Dak's got to understand, he needs to take a team-friendly deal and leave some money on the table for others. We haven't heard Jerry Jones saying that Dak Prescott, that's my quarterback. He going to be a Cowboy for a long time. Or, anything else. This is the Dallas Cowboys, and it's been literally months with nothing. And there hasn't, as far as I know, and now for all we know right now behind the scenes, there could be talking right now. But it seems like this game of chicken to see who's going to blink. Dak hasn't blinked. Okay, no problem. I'll take the franchise tag. Here you go. Pay me my $31.2 million guaranteed. And then we'll see what we see down the road. The Cowboys, they haven't come off of that 5-year, $35 million a year offer that they want that's on the table. And maybe they're hoping against hope that, at the last minute, Dak Prescott, he'll yield. He'll take that deal. And I'm trying to wonder why. Is this a sense of pride? We've seen the Dallas Cowboys always with a whole lot of bluster, what we're not going to do, and then turn around and do it. With Zeke, with D-Law, and others. And finally, you got a guy who, instead of saying, screw you, I'm not going to work out, I'm not going to show up until I get my deal. Screw you, I'm not going to get my body in shape until you take care of my money. Screw you, I'm not going to take a bullet for the team and toe the company line. He hasn't done any of those things. This is the one guy who you can look and say, it's not all about the money. Contrary to where everybody says he's greedy. He's not working with the team. He's not taking a team-friendly deal and this, that, and the other. And this whole thing of team-friendly, I'm trying to understand this because the team will cut your ass in a heartbeat if it doesn't suit them. And if you outperform what you're supposed to do, sorry, we can't do that. That's not doable. Hey, great job, but we're not going to give you anything else. So I'm trying to understand where people think that there's supposed to be team loyalty, because in the end, every one of those guys out there is an independent contractor. And I'm mystified that the Cowboys would stick with a franchise tag because it doesn't behoove them anything. The price will not get cheaper because they put them on a franchise tag. If anything, it's going to escalate it more. And the Dallas Cowboys have nobody to blame for this situation other than the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys could have gotten a deal done right after the offseason last year, a year and a half ago, and got a team-friendly deal in the 20s. Now we've got quarterbacks getting paid in the 40s a year. It's not going to go down. Couple of days left. It could be one of those midnight hour deals, or maybe not. But nothing will surprise me after months of silence from the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing at this point. And maybe it's the Cowboys are thinking that there's not going to be a season, and we can revisit this later. I don't know. But there's something that we're not getting the whole picture here on something. There's got to be more to the story. And speaking of more to the story, you know, the 28th is supposed to be the day that the players report. But right now, there's no deal between the NFL and the NFLPA on getting back to training camp and an opening date and a final decision on how they're going to address the build up to the actual season. The NFL wants 2 preseason games. The NFLPA wants no preseason games. The NFLPA wants 21 days of basically strength and conditioning, then 10 days of practice with helmets, and then 8 padded practices. NFL's like, nah, we want preseason games. We haven't even gotten a consensus there. We're still developing a plan to try and keep COVID down between the players, as we have an owner who is currently getting out of the hospital with coronavirus right now. So there's so many things that are up in the air, and we just don't know. And I woke up this morning to this ugly mug. Philly 500. It's amazing to me that anytime there's a player out there, every one of them, Philly 500 gets excited about, oh, we're going to get this guy. Oh, we got to go get that. I don't care what we do. You know, Philly. Giovanni and Clowney, who originally was looking for 22, 23 million. Then we heard that he dropped it down to about 18. Bargain basement prices there. And now we hear that he wants 9 or 10 million and that he wants to go to the Eagles. I believe, didn't he just like a week or two ago say he wanted to go to the Cowboys? I think at this point, it's like musical chairs. And he's trying not to get left without a seat. That he's getting desperate, and he don't care where he goes as long as he gets to go someplace. Because hypothetically, here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing here. As we go through and we're watching the NBA try and get started, as we see Major League Soccer, you know, having 2 teams already pulled out of the tournament because they've got COVID, you know, that baseball hasn't even got out there. We see college football teams, you know, the Ivy League cancel the season. We see college football programs basically say we're going to do just conference games and reduce the season. That if you're a player without a contract right now and they don't have a season, you're not getting anything. So you want to go ahead and get a contract one way or the other, so at least you get that signing bonus. Otherwise, you ain't getting jack. But it amazes me, though, Philly, that everybody who's out there, I mean, I remember AB. Oh, we got to go get AB. Oh, I want that guy on my team. You wanted AB. Le'Veon Bell. Oh, we got to get Le'Veon Bell. You want literally everybody. You're out there begging for anybody, everybody out there, except for the only person that you did not want, Philly. Actually, let's listen to Philly here for a second. Because, see, he was on the road for like 8 hours, and I think that white line fever finally got to him.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but when I go on like a long road trip and I'm driving for like 8, 9 hours, and I finally get to the place where I'm going, I can never just go to sleep. I can never just crash on a pillow. I get like real jacked up, and then I have a problem sleeping. And it's late at night. I just got back from Las Vegas, and I was going to do this video tomorrow morning when I woke up, but I'm realizing I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. Mm-hmm. So I might as well do this video now, because for whatever reason, I just cannot settle down after a long drive. And I just got home, and you know, I was looking at some of the comments from my other video that I did, and shout out to all you guys who watched it. I love doing those betting videos. I do them once a year after I make all my NFL bets. But Anyways, I was looking at all the comments, and a lot of people were talking about Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney. What do you think about Jadeveon Clowney? Jadeveon Clowney wants to come to Philly. And my thing is this. We've been talking about Jadeveon Clowney all off season and the potential that the Eagles could go after him, maybe sign him. And, you know, at first we were talking about a guy who wanted $24 million, then it was $20 million, then it was $18 million, then it was somewhere around $15 million. Now, we're hearing from John Clayton, NFL insider, that Jadeveon Clowney possibly wants to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. That he wants to play for the Eagles because he thinks that they can actually win. And he is even willing, willing to possibly take $9 to $10 million per year on a one-year prove-it deal. To me, I think if this is true, if we're at this stage where he's ready to play for the Eagles for that kind of money, you gotta do it, man. You gotta go out and do it, especially if this guy is motivated to have a really, really good year so he could get big money. I think you gotta do it. It's a perfect insurance policy for if Derek Barnett does not take that next step. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm pumped up, I'm wired. But I was thinking about this the whole drive home. I mean, you know, when you get an opportunity to get a guy that is that talented, and yes, he is extremely talented. He is a beast physically. Okay? He doesn't always show it on the field. Sometimes
he doesn't always show it on the field. Okay. Oh, so he doesn't always show it on the field. That he's great. Okay, well, where is he showing it? In the classroom? He's showing it in the classroom, right? That'll help you in. Philly. You know, you're talking about a guy who had 3 sacks last year. And I've got to be honest with you. I hate to say it, but the strength of your team is the defensive line. And the funny thing is you remind me of myself when I was younger. Your Eagles team does, I should say, because when you were young and you had good credit, you know, you got a credit card, right? All of a sudden, you know, the credit card company, they send you another credit card. Oh, man, I got 2 credit cards. You got 2 of them, you pay them on time and everything. Oh, that's great. They send you a 3rd one. And you keep getting credit card. Oh, well, I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get that stereo right now because, you know, I got that credit card. Man, I got plenty of space on that one. And then, oh, man, my car broke down. So let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and fix. I can put it on this credit card over here and things like that. You know, we could use something, you know, I could use a new tool over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get me another tool. I'll put it on this credit card. But the thing you got to understand is when you keep putting that stuff on them credit cards, that the bills come due. And I don't know, because I keep hearing about Howie Roseman, the genius Howie Roseman. And I'll be honest, the Eagles, they brought in the right people, got the right mix in 2017, and they caught lightning in a bottle. And they went to that Super Bowl, and they finally got a Super Bowl. And congratulations to you. The Rams did the same thing. They just fell short because Jared Goff had 2 wide open receivers and he was late delivering the ball. They should have beat New England going away. But the quarterback, he hesitated. They ended up going out there, getting Ndamukong Suh and all these other players and things like that. You know, they blustered the roster. They made that run, and now they're paying for it. Got the team. You can even look back to the New York stinking Giants when they had that $250 million defensive line in 2016, and that defensive line was tough. Catapulted them 2 victories over the Cowboys and into the playoffs where, well, they lost the first round. But the problem with that is at some point you got to pay the credit cards. And I don't know if you Eagles realize this or not, assuming that the current, I've talked about this a couple of times, but Eagle fans, they just say you're just hating. But let's say the salary cap doesn't go down this year and it stays at the $200 million. Just say it stays there. Even with that, currently the Eagles are $63 million over next year's cap. You can't just keep buying players. or renting them, you got to draft well. You got to get the home ground talent. You can't just keep paying $9-10 million, especially for a guy who had 3 sacks last year. Even at $9-10 million, I don't want Giovanni and Clowney. He disappears too much. You're good, or we're good with where we are. But if you guys, want to take that $10 million, reduce carryover money that you'd have for next year, by all means. I don't see where he's going to make your team any better, not adding to that strength. But then again, what do I know? I'm not the king dingbat here, and I'm not double moonwalking on people's ass. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys soon.